The 2026 FIFA World Cup has gone from 48 teams to 8, meaning we have 40 teams who have gone home. Wow. Giants have fallen, underdogs have risen, and we have 8 teams left. History is about to be written this time around. 8 teams are left in the quarterfinals: Argentina, France, Spain, England. We have Morocco also in there, as well as Norway. Surprising for everybody, not leaving out Switzerland, who have also done themselves fantastically well in this journey. And we are looking forward to see how this one will turn out to be. But let me tell you something: 280 goals have been scored at this year's World Cup, surpassing the last one in Qatar 2022 with 172 goals. Meaning we still have a lot for us in these remaining games. 4 games in the quarterfinals, 2 in the semifinals, 1 in the third place, and 1 in the final. Start counting to tell you how many more goals we expect. But let's quickly take you through what we have, the journey of these 8 teams to this level that they are in. And I'll be starting from Mama Africa. Morocco, no doubt about this one. They've given us the best of football. They've changed the narrative for African football, getting to the quarterfinal for the second time in a row. The last time out in Qatar, they were in the semi-final, and they have just shown to the whole world that this is not just a fluke. Clap for Morocco. They won Canada 3 goals to nothing, bashing for them. It's not about how you start, it's about how you end. And that, I think, is going to give France sleepless nights since that moment, knowing fully well they are going to play against Morocco. So what do you expect between France and Morocco in the quarterfinal? Let's go to the next team in here, and I'll be talking about Switzerland. Switzerland are now becoming one of the forces you need to reckon with in European football. Somebody will say, how so soon? Yes, they are getting to the quarterfinal for the first time in their history, and this is definitely going to be a very loud one for them. You saw how they were able to defeat Colombia, though via penalty shootout, 4 goals to 3, but I can tell you that it was worth it. 0-0 they played against that stubborn and rugged Colombian side, and Switzerland are now in the quarterfinal. What do you expect from Switzerland in the last 8? Drop your prediction as well, and let's get to talk more about the potential of having 2 of their players in the 2009 Under-17 FIFA World Cup held in Nigeria. Where are the Nigerian players, by the way? Okay, we'll talk about that one later on. Let's go to the next country here. We talk about Belgium, the Red Devils, they say they are. Belgium has just shown to the whole world how dangerous they can be. And they did that against the host nation, United States of America. Well, they never mind whatever was coming from the White House, what they believed in, that football now on top field, and they play them. And they went there and they delivered 4 goals to 1. It ended. Well, the last time on 2022 World Cup, they were one of the teams that were tipped to go all out and do well in the semi-final. But as it will be, it didn't work in their favor. But this time around, they're in the quarterfinal again, and they'll be looking to go a step further to make it to the semi-final. Can the Red Devils do it? You want to say Doku, a new father. You also want to talk about the man who has been doing it from the bench, Romelu Lukaku. Can they do it? Well, that's another very big question that we wait to see. But they are 4-1 coming from the round of 16 to the quarterfinal. Says a lot about them being a high-scoring side. Let's wait to see what will happen in the quarterfinal for Belgium. Argentina proved once again that they are the defending champions and a team to reckon with in the FIFA World Cup. Can you see what they did yesterday? From the dead, they climbed the pyramid, they brought out the pharaohs, and they sank them again in the blue and white sea. 2 goes down, but they came back as inspired by Lionel Messi, although he missed penalty in the first half of the game, but that wasn't to be any big deal at all. He went on to score a very decisive goal, equalizing against the Pharaohs of Egypt before that Chelsea man came around to make it 3 goals to 2. Argentina, no doubt about this one. Lionel Messi, he has now scored 8 goals, leading the Golden Boot chase. And at the same time, he is putting himself in the conversation for the Ballon d'Or once again. Is he going to make it 2 World Cup and 8 Ballon d'Or titles? Well, that is to be determined after their quarterfinal match, which will determine if he can progress further or not. But then, it's going to be a very decisive one. We wait to see what the Albicelestes will be bringing once again to the world of football in the quarterfinals. And who next we talk about, if not the La Furia Royal guys? These guys are fantastic, and they have just done it again. Over Portugal, they just got the win at the death. At the time, Portugal couldn't just rise again. Although Portugal have got some chances afterward to get a goal back, but they couldn't just get it. But hey, Spain have just proved that they can make it happen at any time. Remember, the last World Cup that they won in 2010, they also scored a late goal in the round of 16 and they went on to win it. They're going to win it this time around. Why is one mind telling me they are going to win? But then before we talk about that one, you saw how they got that win over Portugal. They have also shown to the world that they are a well-disciplined side. Tiki-taka football, fancy football, sexy football, you want to say. They have been doing it. And their coach also is on top of the world. Big shout out there to the players for also doing this one. But the quarterfinal is around the corner. Can they make it count? Well, I do not know. We keep our fingers crossed to see what will happen in the quarterfinal for the La Furia Roja Spain national football team. Let's go to the next country here. And you want to guess who I'm talking about? Norway. These guys are rowing. Row your boat gently down the street. They are not rowing their own boat gently down the stream. They are rowing it with force, with acceleration, and with might. You saw what happened in the round of 16. That was something out of nothing. They just delivered themselves in the hands of almighty Brazil. The game ended 2-1. Maybe not giving us the true completion of the game, but you saw the Norwegian side, the Vikings. They went on, they got the game, they won the game, and now they are top of the world in the quarterfinals. This is never what anybody thought they were going to do before coming to this World Cup. But bro, Erling Haaland and Martin Odegaard have just proven to the world that where you have nothing, something can come out of it. Big shout out to them once again. But hey, the quarterfinal is here, and this is no longer child's play. They are facing up against France. Can they do it? Now let's talk about France. What they've also got to do in this quarterfinals. After beating Sweden 3-0 in the round of 32, everyone would have thought that, oh, France will surely be scoring like water. Yes, goals now water. But this is the truth of the matter. They saw hell against Paraguay. And it is a game that has produced so many aftermath fallout, from a senator talking in Paraguay to players complaining to fans also talking about the dirtiness of the Paraguayan side. But then this is football. The game has come and gone, and now France is faced with another big hurdle against Morocco. Can they do it against the Royal Maroc? Well, that is left to be answered. But I feel the forces they have in their front line, Bakola, Dembele, and the beast himself, Kylian Mbappe, these guys have got all it takes to go ahead and make it count for themselves. They were in the final last time out against Argentina. They lost out, and they feel that this is the time they can make it count. Can they really make this their golden generation? The last time they won this World Cup was way back. It's been a long time. Well, the question is, can they make it count this time around again? Fingers crossed, and we wait to see what Kylian Mbappe inspired side will do in the quarterfinals against Morocco. The last of these 8 teams is no other team than the Three Lions. Is he coming home this time around or not? Yes, we also saw the Three Lions, how they were able to navigate their way through against Mexico. Their coach talked about it when they played against an African side, complaining about how they struggled to win, that they don't want that to continue. But hey, they struggled again against Mexico. 3-2 it ended. Yes, Harry Kane, Bellingham, all these guys are coming to the party now, and want to say that it is getting to where it matters most. England have also been impressive in the last couple of competitions, getting to the semi-final, the final, and at the same time, they are showing that they are a team to reckon with. 3-2 win over Mexico. Now in the quarterfinals, I'm sure that the team they are facing up against, we know that they can also score against the Three Lions. Score against them, and if you can lock up the likes of Harry Kane, Bukayo Saka, then you might just be getting home for this time. But hey, I feel the Three Lions will get to the semi-final once again. In fact, I'm seeing something like them getting to the final. Can they do it? Time is of the essence. Now, let's take a look at these full fixtures for the quarterfinal and see our prediction to the semi-final. Come along. Now, let's take these predictions one after the other. Morocco versus France. I will be going for France. But what is your prediction? Spain versus Belgium. It's another big game we are looking forward to. I think Spain will just beat Belgium. But hey, you have your own prediction as well. Argentina, they'll be up against Switzerland. What do you think is going to happen? Well, in as much as we have heard a lot of stories about how FIFA is favoring Lionel Messi, all those ones are just gutter talks or newspaper stand talks. But the truth of the matter is Argentina have earned what they have now. So I think they are still going to beat Switzerland in this one. Then the last game, Norway against England. Well, once upon a time, we heard of a player that was sent packing from the country he plays for after he eliminated them from the World Cup. Yes, from Italian Serie A precisely. Will they also send Erling Haaland away from England? Should he get to score against them and eliminate the Three Lions? That's a very big one. Haaland knows about these guys. He plays among them and he knows their style. Odegaard also is in there. And I think this is going to be a very tough game to come by. In my own opinion, I feel that England will take this one. Norway have done well. I think it is enough for us to see the rowing of the Vikings. They've done well. They've shown the world their culture, what they are capable of doing. Maybe 2030 World Cup, they can come again and get it better than this. But at this point in time, I think England is going to qualify ahead of them. Now, guys, with 280 goals scored so far before this stage that we are getting into, what do you make of this quarterfinal? The prediction as well. Who do you think is going to advance to the next round? Drop your prediction in the comment section. Please, kindly like our video, comment. You can also help in sharing and click on the subscribe button. Very, very important. You can also turn on the notification button as we drop more content about the FIFA World Cup and other football and sport related content. This is Ayola Adeleke for Platinum News. And from my end, arrivederci.